and welcome back to the Trusted Car Products YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Ryobi tyre inflator, which is part of their one range, which means you can use one battery for not just the tyre inflator, for a number of products throughout their range. Okay, we're just going to start off with unboxing the battery part of it, so I'll put the pump to one side for the moment. Right, so this specifically is the 2 amp hours version of the battery, which according to the box will give us approximately 60 minutes worth of runtime. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll start opening it up. So first off, on top we have the battery itself. Which is marked up as 2 amp hours, 18 volt battery, and I'm assuming that the rest of this box will be the actual charger itself. Just put that to one side. We've got the manual, and then we have the actual charger itself, which is a normal socket charger. So this battery will simply just slot it there. You'd have it on charge, sorted. Right, now onto the tyre floater itself. We're going to go ahead and open it here. So start off with a couple of manuals. And if I just take this bit of cardboard, we have a couple more manuals. Right, so that's everything in the box. So altogether we've got quite a lot of paperwork, and then we've got the pump itself. Right, so looking at the pump and the battery as a pair, the pump itself is it feels quite well made. Feels sturdy, doesn't feel like it's made out of anything cheap. And it's got quite a bit of weight behind it as well. It's got an analog meter on it, so you can determine the pressure of the tyres. So quite simple to get going. You take the battery, simply clips into the bottom, and that's it. That's all you need to get going. Also in this compartment here, there are a few additional adapters that come with it. You've got your one for your kind of footballs, all kinds of balls. You've got another valve, which I think may be for some bike tyres, I'm not 100% sure. And then you've got a kind of a generic valve that I think you can blow up kind of exercise balls and things like that with. They belong in there. They're a bit tricky to get out, so I got out beforehand. With this being the analog version, unfortunately you don't get any options to preset a specific pressure and it'll stop. So you do have to keep an eye on the gauge here. It's also the cordless version, which is very useful. Right, so this is all charged up. We're going to take it outside and test it out. So one thing that's advertised for this product is that it would be able to inflate a tyre from 25 psi to 32 psi in 2 minutes. So we're going to give that a go and see how quick we can do it. So as you can see, the gauge is set to approximately 25 psi. We're going to start the timer and start the pump. So although it may be difficult to see from the video when it got to 32 psi, I can tell you it was around 1.5 minutes, which is actually under what Ryobi advertised for this product. This may be due to a lower profile tyre, I'm not really sure, but it performed well. So overall, what do we think? Well, it certainly feels like a well-made product. It certainly feels like it would last, which can be said for most of the Ryobi range. And as with a lot of manufacturers at the moment, they are bringing in the kind of one battery across their whole range feature. This is really useful in this situation, because if you've got any other Ryobi tools that use the one battery system, then all you have to do is buy the body of the pump itself, which is sensibly priced. I guess the only real downsides are that with it being an analog pump, you can't quite get the accuracy that you can with a digital pump. It also means that you can't do things like set a preset pressure that you want to go up to. This means that in this situation you have to hold the trigger down while it's pumping, which I guess isn't too much of an issue as long as it pumps quickly, which it does. I think if I was going to put my money anywhere, and if I had a bit more money to spend, I would maybe look at getting the higher priced digital version that they've got, which uses the same one battery system. Nevertheless, if you're not looking to spend that much on a pump, this is a very good middle ground. You can read the full review over on our website at trustedcarproducts.co.uk. There will be a link in the description. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.